This is happening at 9th and Tillman Streets, the same area of Chester where little Nyleek was hit. The group of supporters are starting here and will end at the Chester Police Department. A show of solidarity, not just for Nyleek, but for all hit-and-run victims. Slow down, save a life. One of the chants during the Walk for Justice in Chester, where supporters of Nyleek Ellison gathered to raise awareness about the dangers of reckless driving. Family, friends, and even strangers coming together after Nyleek was left paralyzed from a hit-and-run crash on February 4th.
Anytime a family in the community experiences tragedy, it affects the entire community. There's a rippling effect. And so I wanted to be here to show support for the family.
Chester police say 22-year-old Caleb Campbell was arrested in connection with the crash Thursday. Police accused Campbell of hitting Ellison after driving around a SEPTA bus. Investigators are now encouraging the public to step up with information to help catch hit-and-run suspects in other cases.
People were aware that this was a suspect in this hit-and-run, and they didn't come forward. So we have to change that mindset within our community.
I love the support. I love the support since day one.
8-year-old Nyleek continues to recover at CHOP, and what his mother, Anita Carrington, says will be a long road to recovery. Carrington says the Walk for Justice could help save someone, especially a child.
This is what this walk was about, awareness. Be aware of these little ones.
And while her son continues to face an uphill battle, Carrington says she's now drawing strength from the community's support. In Chester, Ray Strickland, CBS News, Philadelphia.
The driver accused of badly injuring an 8-year-old boy during a hit-and-run in Chester is now in custody. 22-year-old Caleb Campbell is facing several charges in connection with the incident on February 4th. CBS Philadelphia's Ray Strickland spoke to the boy's mother, who gave him her reaction to the news.
I'm just overwhelmed with joy.
A rare smile from Anita Carrington, who says her prayers were answered after the arrest of the driver accused of hitting her son, 8-year-old Nyleek Ellison.
He had no heart. He had no conscience. I don't even know how this man was sleeping with himself at night, because that's my son. I couldn't sleep at night. I barely can eat. I couldn't do stuff that I sort of did functionally on an everyday basis because this person was still out here walking around.
Carrington has spent the past 3 weeks at CHOP watching over her son, who she says is paralyzed from the neck down.
He had to live with a ventilator, a trach in his throat to help him breathe. He has 10 broken bones. That left him, helpless.
Carrington says her son's road to recovery will be long, but she remains hopeful he will walk again. As for the suspect in the case, she says she expects to be at every court hearing until justice is finally served.
I hope this case go long enough whereas though my son can show his face in that courtroom. Rather is in a wheelchair, rather is walking in that courtroom. My son is going to be in that courtroom.
And despite getting an arrest in her son's case, Nyleek's mother is now planning to hold a Walk for Justice tomorrow to honor all hit-and-run victims and to raise awareness about the dangers of reckless driving. Her hope is to prevent another tragedy. That walk will take place on 9th and Tillman Streets in Chester at 12. Reporting in Philadelphia, Ray Strickland, CBS News.